This I have to say concerning the electoral demarcations in Ghana. It was a statement heavily made by one of the honorable members from Tatale Sanguli, and that had to do with the demarcations of our electoral areas. So I found it very necessary to contribute to it, and I really had a bite to it. And what I actually contributed was just so simple that most of our electoral areas, especially on the part of the country where we come from, you see settlements not very close to each other, and that becomes a problem, especially when it had to do with voting time. Most of these communities have elderly people who have to be carried from one place to another because of voting. And that actually discourages a lot of people within the constituencies or districts to really participate in national voting. So I think that it will be worth considering from the point of the Electoral Commission that they review some of these demarcations that they are currently operating, and that people should be relieved of such challenges. In fact, if you come to my constituency, we have a lot of communities that actually cry out for some of these demarcations that they are actually left out of voting. A place like Njerangmado, I mentioned earlier on my submission, it's a community with thousands of people, and sometimes they will vote till night. And all this had to do with the fact that their electoral area is curved in a way that is not helping them, which means that they have to use, motorbikes and, cars to carry people from one place to another, even though the roads are not motorable, but they want to actually exercise their national duties by voting. So most of those places, they really face a lot of challenges. And I think it should be worth considering that we should actually re-demarcate some of these places. In fact, when you come to Wulensi, as the map may indicate, my constituency ran through other constituencies to some electoral areas. And that is not really helping at all, because if you get through Wulensi, you go through Bimbila. Take another 10 before you get to some of these electoral areas. And that you would never believe it is part of Wulensi constituency. And when you come to an area called overseas, it is sort of an area you use through in Quantanov. Then you cut through to that area. And that you are cutting through another constituency to meet such an area. When it comes to development, sometimes development is not actually taken there, or because of some of these challenges that we have. So I think that it is worth considering that most of our electoral areas should be re-demarcating. You go to communities like Patang. Patang has a larger community, but they moved this community to a settlement that is just about 3 houses or not more than 3 houses, that they have the voting area there. They have to move their people, both the old and young ones, to those places to vote. So I find it very difficult to explain this, but I think if we can look at it, it's a general problem, because colleagues could have also contributed on the floor of Parliament to this.